Hi there, welcome to the video. It's 3 o'clock in the morning on June the 30th in Málaga airport. I live in Spain, very privileged to live in Spain, where it gets a bit hot sometimes. It's so hot at the moment. So let's go to Barmouth in the Mawddach Estuary, flight to Manchester, 3-4 hour train to Barmouth. Let's go for some long walks in the rain and some fish and chips. Pilots get paid a bonus if they arrive early. So they just want to get
We look forward to welcoming you on board again very soon.
You're way away from the terminal and it still takes you till Ryanair
to get out.
To welcome you on Manchester Airport. 50 minutes ahead.
Let's see what happens here. Yum yum. Let's not talk about that, shall we? Shrewsbury to Barmouth train. Sorry, getting back to you soon. A bit of a manic. A couple of changes between Manchester Airport and Shrewsbury. So, got the coffee. Got chilled. Nice scenery to come.
Where the shadows grow tall, on my way as the mountains call, over the hills and through the gray mist, to a place that I've often missed. Lilting down the valley side, steam and the iron.
Just coming into Mawddach, if that's how it's that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I murdered that. This is where the train splits, basically. Front half goes to Aberystwyth and the back half goes to Gwynedd. Again, sorry if I murdered that. Yes, rain, clouds, and cold weather. Give it to me, I love it. Not a very busy train, as you can see. I have been on this train before and it's been absolutely heaving, so it's quite pleasant to see.
On my way, where the shadows grow tall. On my way, as the mountains call. Over the hills and through the grey mist, to a place that I've often missed. Lilting down the valley side.
Big tunnel, long tunnel. And then big coastline to come. Looking forward to this.
The road's end. On my way, with the steam and the iron. Under the peaks of the Welsh line. Lilting down the valley side. Yeah.
Hello. Hello, Lola. Hello. Hello. Beautiful.
Where the shadows grow tall. On my way, as the mountains call. Over the hills and through the grey mist, to a place that I've often missed. Lilting down the valley side. tracks may bend. On my way.
Nice little room. Ensuite. Morning peeps. Morning number one in Barmouth. I've only just started filming because I basically forgot to put everything on charge overnight. When I went to get my breakfast this morning, I discovered a little surprise, so let's go and have a look at that first. Just take you down that way now. We're at Barmouth train station. Behind that train, the standard train that's just pulled in is a bit of a surprise. It's Barmouth train station. Let's go in. Reveal the surprise now from behind. Let's have a look if you can see over my shoulder. There was a beastie there. I remember coming here in the probably 80s on one of those. They don't run them very often anymore. It's some long distance train that does this once a week. So hopefully when the main train here goes, we'll be able to see more of this one here. They're just putting the barriers down now, and then the regular train's going to pull off, and then that will reveal what's behind that basically. So it should be interesting. I think they're just going to put these barriers down now. Noisy. You might not be able to hear me over this, so I'll just shut up until the other train gets revealed. Look at that beastie. Take a walk up part of this. Okay, you don't see, I'm no train spotter, but you don't see those on the track anymore. Double engine, because there's a big hill the other side of the estuary. They have to pull those. I think there's 11 carriages on it. So I'd love to see that either go or go across the bridge or up the hill. But I do love them just because I used to go on as a child. And then we'll start mission proper. And there's the beastie. Love the look of that from the front. Literally don't make them like that anymore. Right. Take you down to the beachfront. You'll be able to have a wider view of Barmouth from there. Alright, okay, we're at the beachfront, so I'm going to give you a bit of a show around the beach, what we're going to do today, and the estuary opposite. So I'm literally going to get on the beach wall here. You can see it's a huge beach, a little bit cloudy today. And then opposite there, opposite the bay or the estuary, you've got Fairbourne and some mountains, and behind those clouds up there is a mountain called Mawddach Estuary. I'm going to attempt to go up here tomorrow at some lakes just at the foot of Mawddach Estuary. See if I can walk from here across the bridge, which I'll show you in a bit, and up to the lakes. But for today, around the side, we're going to go around, across, up here, down here, and down here somewhere and back in. It's called the Panoramic Walk of Barmouth. So without further ado, I'm going to get walking. Anything interesting comes up, I'll bring you back. So there's the bathhouse that I was going to take you to, but I'm going to take a walk out here. Lovely old fishing boats all parked up on the beach there, and you can see Fairbourne across in the distance. So I'm going to bring you back when we get to the end of the pier over here, and then I'll be able to show you Barmouth Bridge over that way, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow, hopefully. Don't know where that came from. Isn't that supposed to be on Christmas Island or something? Some middle Atlantic Pacific island. Interesting.
What are you looking at? Haven't you got a walk to do?
Look at these beautiful waters. The sun's out now. Sunglasses time in Wales. Wow. Not what I wanted. I wanted clouds and rain. But I don't know, you can see the colour of that water is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so to show you around a little bit. Right in the centre, if you can see up here, there's a mountain called Cadadrus. In front of that there's some lakes. So try and walk across there, get up there later tomorrow sometime. So you've got a little bit better weather all day. Here you've got it's called the Point, Fairbourne mini railway, mini train track. Basically is the end station. You can get a ferry across from there to here. Barmouth Harbour proper there. So I'm going to stop there in a minute at a place called Davy Jones's Locker, which if you come to Barmouth you've got to just pop your head in there. It's great interior, great decoration. I'm going to get myself a cup of liquid motivation for the walk, a couple of coffees. Barmouth Bridge there, which goes all the way across this estuary. Actually, before we get to Davy Jones's Locker, the bathhouse, as I promised you earlier. Cafe, bar, little cafe restaurant I think. Landmark in Barmouth. Get a nice picture of that I think. That's where we're going out on it. Not tomorrow, the day after, across the bridge again. So to get to Davy Jones's Locker, I'll show you it from the outside. Not sure how busy it is on the inside, but you'll see how nice it is. Awesome place. Oh yeah. Can I get a coffee please? Just a white coffee.
Just an instant white coffee?
Oh, what?
Flat white, latte.
Flat white please, yeah. Need a bit of a liquid motivation for a walk.
No worries.
I just thought I'd take some video of the place, it's beautiful. Awesome. Yum yum. Hope the wind noise isn't affecting things. I've taken the mic out for the moment. Liquid motivation before my walk, and it's strong as well. Right, let's go. Liquid motivation done. Oh, I'm well out of breath trying to catch up that big train I showed you earlier. It's set off. I have absolutely got to watch that go across the bridge. Wow. Zoom in for this. I was actually hoping to be on the bridge to get that, but oh well, we caught it anyway. That bridge must be strong to take those two engines and all those carriages. Wow, I feel lucky to catch that. Oh, it's having to go well slow. It's a tight bend for all those carriages. There we go, right across that bridge. Sounds like you got an engine at the back as well. No. Damn, I wish I was on the bridge when that went past. Right, at the start of the walk, Panorama Road, I'm guessing that's the start of the Panoramic Walk. It looks really steep already. So I'll stick the view to the front, I'll take it from there, and when I start getting out of breath, I'll cut off then, I'll bring you back when I'm near the top. Camera might not be showing it, but that is super steep already. Like, I am going to take that really easy. I'm not in my best of shape at the moment. Jesus, I'm out of breath already, and this guy is running up what I just walked up. That is fucking crazy. He's just ran all the way from the bottom to where I am. Jesus, I'm out of breath. Wow, absolutely beautiful up here, I've got to admit, already. Let me show you around. Beautiful villa or something there. Just walked around here, that guy's just ran all the way up out of my sight, so he's still running. Anyway, let's carry on. Beautiful. It's around the corner. Right, this is a big, as far as I know, there's a big panoramic walk and a small panoramic walk. Now, I've not really done that much, and behind me, footpath that way. Ahead of me, sign saying Panorama Road. So let's not do the small one, let's do the bigger one, shall we? Might be wrong, but let's go find out. Jesus, well, it looks like I haven't even got to the walk yet and I'm out of breath. What do they say? Go big or go home? Let's go big. Keep on running. Beautiful house up there. Lovely tucked away. Don't know what I explained, but basically after travelling from Málaga yesterday, getting up at midnight after about two hours sleep maximum of travelling. By the time I got here and checked in, it was about 2 o'clock. So I was knackered. I just popped out, got a pasty, which I'll chuck that in the video. Absolutely amazing. Went back for a siesta, woke up at 9 o'clock at night, so I had about a 6 hour siesta. I must have needed that. So I literally just popped out for a quick pint because I thought I wouldn't sleep again after that. So not much videoing yesterday, but it was all about today and tomorrow really, this walk. Fish and chips after this, I'm really looking forward to it at the Mermaid. And then tomorrow, long walk and fish and chips in Fairbourne, at Fairbourne Chippy. So really looking forward to that. Jesus, as you can tell, I'm out of breath. But panorama walks, Mawddach National Park. Some other people here doing it too. Hey, nowhere near the top yet, but lovely views. Barmouth Bridge, Fairbourne. That was super steep. Only road, but that was like 1 in 4, 1 in 3, something like that. It's crazy. Up here is what they call the Barmouth slab. I think some rock climbing going on. Some guys ahead of me, I think they're going to be doing some rock climbing. But anyway, let's crack on. Proper middle of nowhere we are. You can see behind me, it'll give you a 360. So I might have taken the long route. So I'm just trying to cut through some paths. Not very well timed paths, I might add. Ooh. Bring you back in a bit if I don't get lost and die. Well, at least I found a sign now anyway. I'm on the right path. That's a blessing. I was right in the thick of it then. Thank you, Liam. Nice gate. Right, now we're getting some views. I know not much, but I wanted to get around to kind of the centre of the path, the top, so we're on the edge of the peninsula, get some good views. I found myself heading in the wrong direction, hence me finding a little cut through. Lovely old houses there, you can see those. Well, I said I was going to go the long route. I did, the very long route, and so now I've got to cut back onto the short route, back the way I came, to get a good view of Fairbourne across the estuary, and then back this way to finish the actual route off and come out on the north side of Barmouth. I said that earlier, Birmingham. So I'll bring you back in a minute when I've got some nice views. Right, I'm in the right direction because I've got some amazing view here. I'm going to show you in a second, but I know there's a better one just round the corner here, I think. Right, so just that bit of the hillside there blocking Fairbourne, but wow. There's Barmouth, that's where we were earlier. We were looking down from the back of it, that's quite higher than I thought actually, or it looks higher than I thought. And then, again, not sure you can see that, but we've got like the North Wales coast in the background there, Welsh, and I'm sure that's Anglesey right out to sea, if you can see that. I'm going to go times 10 on that. Look, that the Menai Strait in the middle there. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Right, so like I say, seems weird seeing Barmouth from this angle, but we'll be down there in not so long for some fish and chips from the Mermaid Chippy. How about that for a view then? See Fairbourne, the little train just in there, and the miniature railway. Barmouth Bridge going across the estuary, and there's the estuary itself. Absolutely wonderful view. Not sure you can see it in this picture, I'll zoom in a minute, but there's a Mawddach Terrace, I believe, row of houses there, absolutely beautiful, isolated. Let's try some zoomage. There's the Barmouth Bridge. Oops, a bit jumpy on this zoom. Fairbourne with the miniature railway in the station. I'm sure you can see that. Fairbourne, where if you've watched, anyone watching in the UK watched Under Saltmarsh, I believe some of that was filmed there. missed out this view. I don't know whether you can see, but just on that ridge in front of me is a bench. Now that would be the ideal spot for a view of the estuary, but there's no way, I've checked, there's no way I'm going all the way down a ravine and then all the way back up the other side to go there. I just have to learn the lesson and do that next time. Loving it. So, I'm just going to do some charging, right, me as well, charge my batteries, charge the gimbal, etc. and then head back. I'll tell you what, some quite steep climbs on the way up and down. Really steep going on the way down, so I'm going to put this away and I'll bring you back when I'm on a bit more stable ground. Pretty little path, pretty steep little path as well. So still got a bit more of that, but at least I'm on my way down. More of that to go. All the way zigzagging down there, but we're on the way down. Every step's a step close to the chip eat. Fish and chips, yay, mermaid. Right. I can see roofs and buildings and hear cars. And I can hear the sea, that means we must be getting near the bottom. My legs are gone. Maybe it was the walk up that did it. They were fine on the way up. Now I'm walking down, my legs are knackered. Civilization. At least I'm on terra firma. Check for sheep shit in my shoes. Oh, Jesus, I'm knackered. I think I burnt that sausage and egg back off this morning anyway, put it that way. And now you need some fish and chips. That was a nice walk actually. Got a bit lost, went a bit further than I wanted to, but worked out well in the end. I got to the main parts that I wanted to. So, and it's downhill, literally downhill from now on, in life and on the trek. Check out these steps. You ain't getting up them after a skinful, are you? There's no way you're getting up those steps after a skinful of beer. Well, if you're coming down them, you're going to end up at the bottom straight away. Best not drink if you live up there. Time for a chippy. We're going to the Mermaid, which is my favourite. Hopefully we can get a seat and sit in. Just get out of the way of the road. There we go. Mermaid chippy in Barmouth. Best one I've ever had. Usually there's a big queue out of it. I've just seen a bloke in the corner of the camera there. I'll have to pray that back later. Just walked out of the shop and dropped everything. Gutted. Right. Let's get in the chippy when there's nothing coming. Bring it back on the inside.
One fish and chips.
Well, I'll time that just well. It's just got really busy in there. And I'm absolutely stuffed. So, I'm off for a siesta. Well, not sure how that came across on the picture, but there's not much mini about that. I'm absolutely stuffed. But it got me thinking. The reason I like that place is just the chips are just amazing, the fish is amazing, all good. But people like different types, don't they? So I like mine a little bit burnt, a little bit soggy. Not wet soggy, you know, just a little bit burnt. And I don't like too much batter on my fish. How about you? Some people like white chips, which are crispy and hot. not for me. Loads of thick orange batter on the fish, not for me. How'd you like yours? Let me know in the comments.